Mało tego, ostatnio z nim rozmawiałem na temat, widziałem kilka filmików po prostu o tych nazistach na terenie Ukrainy i zapytałem się go wprost, wysłałem, mówię, trochę macie tych pojebów tam ze swastykami latających. To mi, no co, że jest tego dosyć sporo, ale on o tym nie rozmawia, nie wnika w to, mówi, bo to jest niebezpieczne.
Обичний український танкіст.
Jesteśmy tutaj sługami narodu ukraińskiego, jego próśb.
Слава Україні!
На завершення я хочу сказати про те, що чекали мільйони українських патріотів і багато років. Я підписав указ за незламність духу, відстоюванні національної ідеї, виявлені героїзм і самопожертву в боротьбі за незалежну українську державу. Постановляю присвоїти звання Герой України з удостоєнням ордена держави Бандері Степану Андрійовичу. Слава Україні!
And more than 100,000 Ukrainian military officers have been killed so far.
С вероятностью 99,9% наша цена за вступление в НАТО – это большая возможность.
Well, we could spend hours talking about the mainstream media. In fact, I'm increasingly impressed with people under the age of 50 because more and more of them don't bother listening to the mainstream media anymore. They go on the internet and they find other sources of information because they've figured out that they're being lied to. And the American people have been systematically misinformed about events in Eastern Europe now for many, many years. You know, I continue to hear one spokesman after the next, one talking head after the next on any of the news media, Fox, NBC, and MSNBC, CNN, whatever. They unprovoked attack by Putin on the peaceful, loving people of Ukraine. That's a lot of nonsense. We've been working for years building up this enormous 600,000 man standing army with one purpose in mind, to attack Russia and turn eastern Ukraine into a platform for attacks on everything in Russia, including the use of theater ballistic missiles. The Russians finally felt compelled to intervene, and they have. Now we're talking about nuclear weapons. The Russians have not talked about nuclear weapons. The Russians have responded to statements coming out of Washington and elsewhere in NATO that if a tactical nuclear weapon is used, that they're prepared to respond to it. Just a few weeks ago, for the umpteenth time, Zelensky has talked about the use of nuclear weapons. Long before the war began, Zelensky was arguing for a nuclear weapon from the United States. The Russians are horrified by Zelensky and his aspirations to become a nuclear state with the goal of destroying Russia. So the Russians have simply responded and said, look, we regard nuclear weapons as retaliatory weapons only. We are not going to use them unless we are attacked. And if we are attacked, we will respond in kind with nuclear weapons. Otherwise, we will not use them, and the Russians don't need them.
Стоять, вертолеты! Все стой! Все стой! Откидывайте оружие! Откидывайте оружие, говорю! Убирай оружие, пидор! Убирай-ка! И вперед! Оружие давай! Свои! Свои!
I miss my friends in Ukraine. Every day, I get requests for the most simple items. The things that are on shelves in America. I just heard from a civilian evacuation team in the Donbass, and all they need is your drone on your shelf. All they need is a sleeping bag. All they need is the winter weather gear that you have, the hand warmers and the stoves and the generators. And they're on shelves in America. How are we standing by and letting people be annihilated by missiles? And we're doing nothing. I know people in Ukraine who, if I don't do it, there's nobody else trying to save the lives of their friends. There's nobody else trying to help them but me and my buddies. And we're all tired, and we're all out of money because we spend everything we have, because money doesn't matter when you can save someone's life with it. And I'm trying to do everything that I can. Yesterday I met 2 soldiers who'd flown into America for prosthetics because they can't get high quality ones where they are because there's too many people without legs. What do we have to do? I had to sleep in a tent in Fargo in 40 below to get people's attention